Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. Today you'll meet some lovely folks living at Beehive Homes and see why we call them America's greatest generation. Then it's time to work up an appetite for some great Italian food and a relaxing time with Fred Schaller at Bravo Cucino Italiano. Then we'll head north to meet the master of the Taos art community, Charles Collins. But first, let's see why people are calling the new Sandoval Regional Medical Center my hospital.
Whether you live in Rio Rancho, the greater Albuquerque area, or anywhere in New Mexico, UNM Sandoval Regional Medical Center is your hospital. Conveniently located in Rio Rancho City Center, our state-of-the-art facility provides exceptional and accessible care by the best team in the state of New Mexico.
We can provide, I think, a level of care that is hard to come by in New Mexico, and we can do it in a very personable way so that patients feel like they're welcomed and being very well taken care of, and we can attend to their very personal needs in a very caring environment.
It is all about the patient. Everything we do is in the best interest of the patient, thinking about where they need to be, what their needs are in relation to what our hospital can offer, and how can we meet those needs here.
Some of the things the patients really like about our hospital is the 24-hour round-the-clock visiting hours, the spacious patient rooms, all of which are private and have beautiful views, pull-out beds for family members so they can stay overnight if they choose, and the fact that we accept a wide variety of insurance plans. These are just a few of the many reasons why our patient satisfaction rating is so high.
Doctors were awesome. I can't say enough good things about the care I was given. The doctors were in and out. They pre-briefed me on everything that I should expect from the day I came into the hospital and through today. It's just been outstanding.
UNM Sandoval Regional Medical Center is the first community-based teaching hospital in New Mexico. That means our patients receive the expertise of UNM hospitals, always cutting edge with the latest technology and research.
SRMC came from the idea of creating a community hospital that incorporated academic teaching. So it's an academic community hospital that allows private practitioners in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho to practice at SRMC, as well as use the expertise of all of the professors and practicing physicians at UNMH.
Our patients appreciate having their primary care physician and hospital all in one location. They can get checkups, testing, imaging, surgery, and rehabilitation all under one roof.
Sandoval Regional Medical Center provides an outstanding level of care, always putting you, the patient, first to get the best care that you need.
A lot of places rock our state too. Here's another Travel Guide New Mexico moment. Heading west from Magdalena, we hit a very important part for me on this trip. This is the Very Large Array. Now, I'm well versed in astrophysics, as you can quite imagine. So we're going to go inside and talk to my good friend John Spargo, who's going to show us around and tell us what all of these dishes are all about. Let's go inside. Well, John, thanks for joining us today. This is really exciting for me. And for you folks at home, I really want to give you an opportunity to see just how big these dishes are. How big are they, John?
They each weigh 235 tons and are 25 meters in diameter, 82.5 feet.
That's amazing. And there are 27 of these here. What do they do? What do you do with them?
This facility is engaged in basic research in astrophysics. So we gather naturally emitted radio waves from celestial sources, process them into images, and scientists use those images to try to figure out what makes the universe tick.
Well, and I know one of the people who helped work on all of this was Carl Sagan, a friend of yours who's probably the leading astronomer in the 20th century, I would say. And along that line, I'm sure you guys probably just had cups of coffee and talked about all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, one of the problems and one of the reasons we have such large dishes is the strength of signals. And Carl and I worked out a deal one time on the back of an envelope over a cup of coffee, wherein if you added up all the radio energy collected by all the radio telescopes in the world since the discovery of radio astronomy in 1932, that energy total is equal to the gravitational potential released when one snowflake hits the ground.
Well, having some knowledge of astrophysics myself, I think we could probably say that that would almost equate to the amount of energy that a mosquito needs to take off, right?
Exactly.
Well, now that we all know that, let's take a ride up and walk up into this antenna and show us what's up there.
Okay, Richard, before we do that though, I'm going to trade your silly hat for this silly hat.
There's nothing I like better, John, than a silly hat. And the only thing I like better than that is a producer who can actually earn his keep today. So Frank, catch the hat. Well, John just wanted to give you all an opportunity to see once again how big these dishes are from the inside, and this is not something that every visitor gets to do, but there's a great visitor center here, and John, what can the visitors expect to see?
In the visitor center we have a movie, about 10-12 minutes, that gives you a little of the history of radio astronomy. We have static displays about the construction of the array and also some of the scientific results that have come from the array. And then there is a walking tour that takes about a half hour. And in fact, you can walk right up next to one of these large antennas and judge for yourself how big they really are.
A lot of fun to come out here and see and to find out what we're listening to out in space. That's the Very Large Array. Bring your family out. It's a great trip. And John, thanks so much for showing us around.
Quite welcome.
Well, we've had a great time the last couple of days here in Socorro visiting everything that there is to see around here, particularly the VLA today. John, it was great having you along with us. Appreciate that. And I just have one more astrophysics question for you for our audience, and that is, can you explain the dimples on this?
Well, it's aerodynamics, and 292 is the optimum, but Richard, it's not the equipment.
That's what I've always heard. I was hoping you could help me out with that. We're about to tee off and end our session here down in Socorro at one of New Mexico's greatest golf courses, New Mexico Tech. Well, form over function didn't serve me well. Have you ever seen a golf swing this bad? Horrible form on a great golf course. New Mexico Tech's course is an incredible 18-hole layout with lots of challenges and rated as one of the top 5 public courses in the state. It certainly is one well worth coming back to play again, and another great reason to plan a few days stay right here in Socorro. Coming up, we'll take you to an Italian restaurant that truly rocks New Mexico.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives the mechanic to do the right thing every time. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
Have you thought about taking a great vacation to a great place with a great group of people? Then I have the perfect trip for you. The Tourism Association of New Mexico invites you to join us for 9 glorious days in Costa Rica, October 11th to the 19th. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that takes you to San Jose, a coffee plantation, beautiful beaches, the Monteverde cloud forest, not to mention the world-famous hanging bridges, the Arenal volcano, and a Lake Arenal cruise. What more? How about the Caño Negro Wildlife Refuge, the capital city, and the unforgettable National Theater? And did I mention beautiful beaches? This invitation is open to all of you, and I hope you'll join me on a trip I've wanted to take for a long time. Costa Rica in October. I'll be there and hope you'll come along too for an unforgettable adventure. For more information and registration information, visit TANMCostaRicaAdventure.com. That's TANMCostaRicaAdventure.com. We'll have a blast in Costa Rica, so join us October 11th to the 19th. Getting hungry? Well, there's a little bit of Italy right here in our backyard.
Welcome to the Bravo Cucina Italiana here in ABQ Uptown. This is a restaurant where you can come and have a great dining experience with some excellent Northern Italian food. In our dining area, we do have multiple private dining areas, or we have room for large parties. We also have patio seating. We have 2 patios located here. The guests love sitting out there. It's great for our happy hour. It's for our late night happy hour as well. People like to go out there and have some wine and some of our appetizers, or finish to have dessert out there. Bravo has got a great ambiance with a quiet, relaxing atmosphere that's great for any time of the day.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I've been working here at Bravo for almost 5 years. This is a great place to work. I meet a lot of really great people. We have a lot of regulars here. A lot of travelers come through, which makes for a lot of interesting conversation. Bravo's Bar is a really nice place to come enjoy a couple cocktails. We have a really great happy hour that we have Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. The food is great. The drinks are really good. Yours truly makes a lot of them. And it's a great place to come and relax if you've had a kind of a long day at work.
Another great thing that we offer is our $7.95 lunch. It's a great price, and it's really nice that we can offer that type of a value for our guests, and our guests love it. We've gotten a lot of regular guests that come in. And one thing that's great that we can offer our regular guests is we've got a loyalty rewards card. They can come in and sign up with it. A lot of guests use it. It's real simple to use. And the first thing that's great about it, right when you sign up, you automatically get a free appetizer. So beyond that, then after that, then you also get an opportunity for your birthday, and your month of your birthday, you get a free entree. Throughout the rest of the months, we have different offers that you get. So you get something every month, and it's a great value to the guests, and our regulars love it.
You know, we have lunch here every Friday. Wouldn't miss it. It's great.
I love it. I love the people here are really friendly. Great staff. Serving staff is excellent.
I could sit here all day. I kind of like everything.
The food is excellent. I mean, I've had almost everything on the menu.
One of my favorite parts is family place. So we can bring the kids. It's affordable. The portions are great. Very accommodating for the kids. So
I've been here for 7 years, and a lot of my cooks have been with me the entire time since I've opened this restaurant. And the great thing that I get from that is that they produce excellent food all the time. They're very consistent. They have a lot of pride in what they do. And I get guests that come in all the time and say, you know, one great thing about the restaurant is that the food never changes. You always do a great job with the food. It's very consistent. Another great thing that we offer here is that a lot of people don't maybe realize is that we offer great to-go food. So if you call ahead and place your order, you pull up, we've got some areas set out right in front of our to-go door that are only for to-go diners. You pull right in, and our to-go person will come outside, bring your food to you, take your payment, send you on your way. It works out really well. In our kitchen, we've got a brick oven of pizza. We do different selections of pizzas and flatbreads. We do a traditional pepperoni pizza. We also do a margarita pizza. One of the other things we do some flatbreads. We've got an excellent flatbread that we make with balsamic caramelized onions, with portobello mushrooms, and gorgonzola cheese. Our pizzas are very popular. But along with our pizza, we have excellent fresh salads. We have a pasta station. We also have a grill station. Some of our more popular dishes are salmon. We do a lot of steaks here. Our sandwiches at lunch work out very well. All of our pastas are made fresh to order. Love to invite you to come on down to Bravo here at ABQ Uptown. We're open 7 days a week. We got a table waiting for you.
There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
The goal for our patients is total oral health, meaning that they're healthy. We like to say we have the healthiest patients in town. And what I mean by that is it's our job to keep you, the patient, out of the dental chair. I think one thing that's really important that people don't have any idea how easy dentistry can be and how painless it is and the advances that we've made in dentistry. We want to be proactive and not reactive, meaning catch things when they're simple and easy, take care of them then before they become something that much more expensive later down the line.
It's all about the patients here. It's all about prevention and making sure that not only that your mouth is healthy, but that overall as an individual you're healthy.
I really enjoy working chairside with patients and educating them on the importance of oral care and dental hygiene.
We're passionate about what we do. I love what I do. My staff is passionate about what they do. We want to help people. At each new patient appointment, I take time out of my schedule to personally visit with a patient. And that gives me the ability to talk to people and find out exactly where they're coming from and where they've been and what they may need.
Experience with Dr. Lepore is fantastic. He does his work with care, precision. He treats you like a family member. I think anybody that goes into the dentist chair wants someone there to make sure you're treated like family.
Coming up, the Charles Collins Art Gallery.
This is where many songs become one, and life dances in perfect rhythm. This is everyday life when it's embraced by the extraordinary. Like no place you've ever been before, this is Albuquerque.
Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's only one suite of up to 2,700 square feet still available, so act now. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706.
We'd like to invite you to First Tuesdays, a networking event created specifically for business owners and executives.
Giving you the opportunity to interact on a personal level with business people just like you.
Mark your calendar for every first Tuesday in 2014.
4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar for free hors d'oeuvres, happy hour cash bar,
and networking with fellow business owners and executives.
It's new, it's social, it's your opportunity to make new connections, build relationships, and share new ideas with your peers.
No pressure, no speakers, no roster, and no rules.
And name tags with first names only, so the focus is on you rather than your company.
It's First Tuesdays for business owners and executives, 4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar.
To register, visit firsttuesdaysabq.com. Be there!
He's a sculptor, painter, and some say even a mystic. You be the judge. Meet Charles Collins, a Taos art master. Charles Collins is the most awarded artist in the history of the Taos Fall Arts Festival. His works were selected for a prestigious showing at the New Mexico Governor's Gallery, where former Governor Gary Johnson proclaimed a Charles Collins Day throughout New Mexico in his honor. He has been officially claimed a Taos Master by the Millicent Rogers Museum and was selected as the inaugural artist by Arlo Guthrie for the Guthrie Center in Massachusetts.
I was a little kid and I knew that I was going to be an artist. My mother was an artist and it just seemed to be the right thing to do. My art conveys the interconnectedness of all life on the planet, and I feel as though that's the whole point of my art, is the interconnectedness of all life and all beauty and all the cultures. I moved here in 1976 and was attracted to Taos because it was an art colony and because there was a pottery here for sale. And I was a potter at the time and a painter. Sculpture is a very demanding medium, and so is painting, but physically the sculpture sometimes really is very difficult to work in, but you push through and create something that's never been created before. One of my favorite pieces is this bronze sculpture of Lincoln, the mastermind piece, and it represents, of course, how he united the whole country, and he had this unshakable vision, and it's about how we all fit together as Americans. This is a wax for my newest piece that hasn't even gone into bronze yet, and it's the face of William Shakespeare, and it's about the mastermind of literature. And I've chosen his play Julius Caesar to represent his mastermind. This is Caesar, and he has the traditional sword of Rome, and the helmet is the traditional helmet, and on his back is the coat of arms for William Shakespeare that he designed himself. In the center of the shield diagonally is a jousting lance with a pen quill on the tip. And on the top is an eagle holding the jousting lance with the pen quill. And then this is Mark Antony, who was also Cleopatra's husband. And on his back is the cartouche for Cleopatra and the Egyptian symbols. And then the center figure is Cleopatra herself, with the crown of Isis and the cobras that represent Upper and Lower Egypt. The Christ sculpture is, of course, about the mastermind of Christianity. And it was actually the whole concept for the mastermind collection, the paintings and everything. When he said, "Where two or more are gathered in my name, there am I in their midst also." And that's what that sculpture group is about. There's Simon Peter, who's carrying a basket full of fish, and there's John, who's carrying a basket full of bread, and then of course Mother Mary in prayer for humanity. Well, I think everything comes in layers. It's like the sun rises and the light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter, and through different shadows and filters you begin to see different images, and the light becomes to a certain place and it's like, that's it. It is again about the power of love, because art creates something different, and if it's done in the right way, the vibration of the art is like having a presence in your house or in your room, and it's such a wonderful thing. It's to bring joy. And that's what my gallery is about too, is to bring joy to people who come in and to share it with them.
Up next, compassion, dignity, and a loving home.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson with American Tire and Service. Did you know any independent, reputable automotive repair center can provide factory scheduled maintenance under your new vehicle warranty? It's true, you don't need to go to the dealer. You know us, you trust us. So check your owner's manual for scheduled maintenance and let your guys at American Tire do the rest. Engine maintenance, transmission, tire rotation, any scheduled maintenance. American Tire and Service, your guys for all your vehicle maintenance and repairs. See us today.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
Hi, I'm Kelly McDonald, and I'm honored to be the keynote speaker at this year's Governor's Conference on Tourism. Customer service speaking engagements take me all over the world, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to speak to all of you here in New Mexico, particularly at a time when the Tourism Association of New Mexico is aggressively working on a positive guest experience training program. So mark your calendar and join me on May 6th in Ruidoso at the 2014 Governor's Conference on Tourism. The information I'll share is valuable for every type of business, helping you better serve your guests and bring them back to your business time and time again. For more information and registration information, visit TANM.org. See you in Ruidoso.
As we and our loved ones age, it's heartwarming to know that there are caregivers like Beehive Homes, providing a compassionate, loving environment for the elderly to live in dignity.
"1918. So that tells you how old I am.
I had to put Mom in a nursing home. I didn't want to do it, but I did. And back in March, I believe it was, they called me one Saturday morning. They had to send her to ER. She was dying of congestive heart failure. I made the decision to send her to Lubbock. In 4 days, she got to come home. Well, when she gets to this other place again, they put her in bed, and they claim that 2 weeks is all she's got. They wouldn't get her up, and they wasn't doing her any good, not any good at all.
And I just met with him over the other facility, and I met her. I knew within 5 seconds of walking in the room that there was absolutely no way that I should leave her there. I could see that I could do it. I saw the potential. Sometimes you just have that instinct that you know that you can help.
She gets over here, in a short period of time, she's up, walking around. The folks here at Beehive Homes have been just wonderful, just wonderful. They've got her up, they've got her walking, she's doing well, and she has in a long time, and she doesn't use oxygen anymore, and she has a wonderful time here.
Now don't ask me names, because that's something I can't remember. I never could remember names. It's not old age, it's just never remember. Well, it's kind of like home. They just treat you nice, treat you like family. They feed you well, more than I need, more than I want. My favorite food, ice cream. All of them, but I like chocolate.
Oh, when she first arrived, she seemed like she was depressed. She didn't want to get out of bed. She was used to being in bed.
She was afraid to be a bother to us.
Yes.
And we had to reiterate to her daily, this is what we do, this is what we're here for, we want you to be part of it. And like Sandra said, that's when she started coming out more.
The miracle was worked with Mom. Of course, it come from God, but God give all these wonderful ladies the talents they've got to do things like this. The ladies here are just fantastic at Beehive Homes. They are just super fantastic.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
Dr. Ian Alexander and the New Mexico Sinus Institute are changing the quality of life for thousands of New Mexicans, and they can change your life too. Dr. Ian Alexander is one of the nation's top sinus surgeons and a leading authority on balloon sinus dilation.
This has taken a surgery which used to take 1 to 2 hours and have lots of packing in the nose and lots of blood loss, and nobody wanted to do it. So where we can now do it is an office procedure, which takes about 20 minutes. I have people who come in after work, have the procedure, and go home, and then they're back to work the next day. You know, we essentially cut the cost in half, which means it's better for healthcare, it's better for you because you pay less money, and because we're not using the anesthesia that they would use in the operating room, really your recovery is much, much quicker. In medical school, I had a mentor who really kind of took me under his wing, and he showed me all the things in ENT, and it had all the things I enjoyed. It was surgery, it was dealing with pediatric patients. Sinus surgery, which is one of my passions, is very technical, lots of computers and devices and balloons. It's just cutting-edge technology. So I just was very inspired by the whole variety that was in the field.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute has expanded to 5 clinics throughout the state: Rio Rancho, Los Alamos, Taos, Roswell, and Hobbs, bringing ear, nose, and throat care directly to patients. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 1-855-81-SINUS.
That's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And when you're out and about this week, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and be sure and thank them for their service. If you'd like more information on the folks you saw on today's show, check us out on the web at whorocksnm.com. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.